Good evening, everybody, and wishing you all a happy new year, even though it's late. So, whenever we start something new, it doesn't know that it is late or not. So, it is always good to start something new. So, this is the first session I'm trying to do in evening also in this new year, even though I have been doing. So I thought this time I'll do it in evening because a lot of people have come and told me we are not able to do because either they have a college or they have the business where they are not able to attend in the morning because Saturday has been working day for them. So this is the first time this year. I thought, okay, I will also start with the financial planning, which is the most important part, which I have been getting and hearing and trying to help people. So there is good things to start anytime. So today my session is more talks about what is the new resolutions we should have it to make sure we are having the peace of mind, the best of happiness, and that when we talk about a lot of customers, when we talk about a lot of people, everybody, most of the time, it is, I can say, underlying is coming on the finance. Okay. So I've been talking to a lot many customers, kids, prospects, and other things. So I was talking to last week somebody, and they says that she's a single woman and she was having a kid. She told me, Rachna, that I'm buying a house for a big with me. I'm staying and with my son, but I'm not sure this is the right thing I'm doing or not. And I asked her, why you feel that? So she says, because I'm going to put my full lifetime money there, and I am taking it's around 1.2 crores flat. 80 lakhs I'm getting only the loan, and 30 lakhs my sort of little bit of gold I'm putting, my FDs I'm putting, all the things I have withdrawn from PF, and I am putting across. Is it a right thing or not? So sometimes I always feel human is a very emotional person. So most of the time we think that okay, everybody takes the decision from their mind when we are doing an investment. But I have noticed, at least whoever I know I have interacted, the emotions are much higher when they are investing. It's not the money or something. So this time, if you realize yourself, even if I must have told that that is not a right decision, she must have gone forward. So it was for me to try to explain her, because she's already made the decision. She's already given the some money. She has blocked the deal. So that is the one thing I told. It is good you are making a very big asset for you, but you have to make sure that your all other goals are not impacted, because you have taken your PF money. You're not going to get a retirement. Your kids is around 10th standard. He's going for higher education. How, in case if he wants, how you're going to handle it? If you get some contingency, maybe even 5 lakhs, how you're going to manage? When I asked how question, she was telling, I don't know why I didn't ask you before, because I don't have any answer for this how. So I wanted you to, when you're taking a new year decision, new year financial aspect, maybe you have been doing continuously good in the past and you are trying to top up this. You may add new few goals of your own. Try to ask a question how that is going to impact you, how it's going to, if you think your decision on any of the items when you're investing, redeeming, withdrawing, or buying an assets, it's not impacting your financial goals, you should happy to do it. But if not, we should be bothered. Like another, we were having a yesterday around 30 odd entrepreneurs, it's called a meeting where we try to share our own learnings, all of us, with their own companies, what they do. So there was a debate going on. Of course, it started with me only because it was a debate started in our office that we should take in a high-end car or not. Okay, so high-end car taking a 1 crore, somebody says it should take. I always says there is nothing wrong if you have a passion, you have a dream, and you're able to take care of them financially. There's nothing wrong. But if that 1 crore car is impacting your retirement or impacting your kids' education or some other things, you can try to do something else, because you may have a Mercedes maybe which is run 10,000 kilometer, or maybe having a second hand uh, anything else, BMW, which will be around 20-30 lakhs. So sometimes we have to understand what are the our goals and the priorities. So today I'm going to focus on four major aspects, which I am 200% sure if you are able to do this, you will able to achieve your financial goal, whatever timelines you have given, and if you are implementing. Because another part of the, I can say, all of us must have done is we set goals, but sometimes we don't implement. And if we don't implement, we will not achieve. So these are the 5 tips I'm going to give, because these are the things which I have got from my parents, and I have been managing for last 26 years. I am able to achieve my all the goals last almost 15 years back, and I am enjoying my, I can say, retired life or happiness life, which not linked to the finance, trying to do what I love to do. So I'm sure you will be also doing the same. So first part is I am going to say you should set a goal. Very, very important part of it, how to set the goal. So you can just start visualizing yourself. You're traveling. I'm going to give example from Bangalore. If you're any other cities, please try to understand whichever you're planning to go. So let us say you're planning to go from home to some city market or whatever. You will first thing, you will go to the Google map and just set the destination. And in the destination, I'm sure you will round this, or previously also will say around 2 or 3 different routes. What happens? The different routes will come, which is the shortest time, which is having how many tolls, what are the jam, which area we have a jam, what are the alternative routes. But if I don't have the goal first set up, where I will travel, I cannot go with the flow. Okay, where I am going to do. So that's the first and foremost part, is set your financial goals. So financial goals for many, many people are, okay, when I wanted to get retired, or I have wanted my kids to doing the higher education in XYZ place, or I just wanted to make sure that I have a good house or a car or a good vacation. And then you will say, okay, as on today, I wanted to go to Australia with the family for 10 days. I may require 15 lakhs. How I can save that money and have a good experience of any other vacation place or any house or something. So that's the first part of it, is always try to set your goals. If you're not setting the goals, we are just trying to shoot in the dark. We don't know we are going to achieve or not. We are going to have where we are going is right place, right direction, or we are going reverse. So most of the time we say financial freedom is talks about where your dreams is not something you see in a sleep. The dreams is things which doesn't allow you to sleep. That's a best part of it. So you try to have your dream and try to achieve those. That is very important. So if you ask any entrepreneur, they will, I think so, work for maybe more than 10, 12, 15 hours, but their dream is about their company. They sleep and they dream everything about their company, and then they didn't find even 15 hours is very taxing to them, because that is the way they are thinking about the dream. So financial freedom is one of them, where you wanted to have achievement of those goals and you work for that. So it's not a short term that, okay, I'm dreaming today and tomorrow I will do it. That is another way I have seen so many people. When I ask a very young people or induction time, who are the fresher, they comes, they says, oh, short term is that I wanted ma'am to have the double the money in a year. And then I always try to see, is it I am hearing wrong or they are asking so much. So I always try to say in the jokingly that if I know how to make a double the money in the year, I will be next to the Modi, or I will keep saying that I will be next to the Mukesh Ambani, not here and teaching you, because it is not so easy every time to make sure that somebody get the double the money every year. So these are the hypes, these are the things which keep going on and off. I'm sure this fad comes and goes. Last few years you must have seen a lot of people were talking in a X, that 10x, 15x, that okay, I made it in a cryptocurrency, and now those people are saying that my amount is gone 80% down. So always have a realistic dream, because those are very, very easy to make sure that you achieve those. As I said, the goals are very important, and all of us must have heard, which is a SMART goals. So very specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So I'll just put a small video. Just let me know if you're able to hear the video or not. Sanjay, can you see or hear?
Family requires you to build a financial blueprint, also known as financial.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear.
For building a house, it is essential to create a perfect blueprint for the same. Similarly, for building a wealth for you and your family requires you to build a financial blueprint, also known as financial plan. Here are the 5 steps of building successful financial plan. Planning for uncertainty. First step is to protect yourself from uncertainty by buying required insurance policies to ensure that any uncertainty do not eat up your savings. Build contingency corpus. Second step is to build contingency corpus up to 6 to 9 months of your monthly expenses. This will protect your long-term investments from the contingencies like loss of job or slowdown in business. Set financial goals. Third step is to set financial goals and find out when and how much money would you require to achieve these financial goals. Create portfolio. Fourth step is to select right asset class and product to invest and to achieve your financial goals based on the time horizon and your risk appetite. Portfolio review. Fifth step is to review your portfolio periodically and do the necessary adjustments into it based on the remaining time period to achieve each goal. To create a financial
So you're able to see my presentation?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the one of the again learning for me, because today they have updated my Microsoft license, but in the presentation, the video was not working. So I have to keep swapping across to do that part of it. So I'm sorry for that. And as I was telling about financial goals, and as we saw the video, so there is a basic things we have to make sure, that 3 pillars we should make sure that first is taking care of your contingency, which is taking care of the health cover or the term cover. We all must have seen last few years that previously health cover was not even given us so much of importance, but nowadays because so many people suddenly in a one family, 3 people or 4 people have gone and admitted, and 3 lakhs and 5 lakhs was not enough. So now minimum health cover, I always says you should take care of at least 10 lakhs. There are so many good health cover has come with the top ups, and it's quite reasonable. People should do that. I have the few people whom I spoke very recently in few months back. People have taken a loans, but they have not taken an equivalent also a term cover. Nobody knows about our life, and that person whom I know is a very sports oriented person, very healthy, but met with an accident and died. And then we realize that they have around 2 CR of home loan, and the wife is not working. They don't know how to manage and pay back. Bank will not even waive it off because somebody died. Somebody has taken, otherwise they will make sure that your wife and family put it across. So that's another point I keep saying, that first point is to make sure that you take a good health cover, take care of a term cover where you take care at least of your debt. First level is to make sure that in case you have a debt or loans, I mean, equivalent amount you should be having a life cover. You don't want your debt to move it to the next family member. And this is again an emotion part I keep thinking, because somebody is forcing us, we do it. If people are not forcing us, we don't do it. Simple way is that we take insurance for our bike and the car, which is a very, I can say, amount can be derived. we are the priceless. But for the car of even 20 lakhs, we are paying around 30,000-40,000 rupees a car insurance. But we are priceless, but we are not even paying even 20,000 or a half of the price of the car, what we do. And I can half of the price of the car, whatever you are getting the car insurance money. I'm just giving example, like a 20 lakhs car, you are paying around 30,000 rupees a car insurance. If you pay 30,000 rupees for your own life cover, you may get even 50 lakhs of life cover. So that is another things I keep saying, we are priceless, nobody can replace it. So please make sure, at least for that sake, you should or must take the life cover. That's the second, and what we call as a first pillar is taking care of health cover and term cover. Second point is always how to take care of contingency. Contingency can come any moment. Sometimes it's a business loss, sometimes it is salaries are being reduced, salaries are somebody has not able to continue the business, or they have been asked to leave the company or the salary. They have so many, I'm sure you must have heard, so many have lost their jobs. Recently, I have seen people, they didn't have the health cover and they have to take care of their health and the near and dear ones also to take care of a contingency. These are the very emergency sake. So those things we should have it minimum of 6 months of house expense. Any money which you can park in FDs or debt funds or something where you can withdraw within a 1 or 2 days if case of contingency. That are the part of two, and third part is a goal-based investing. As I told, people's mind is, if you see most of the time, why a lot of people says that insurance you do, a lot of people do better than mutual fund and stock. And if you see the things, the investment on a FDs and mutual fund is less, and insurance is higher than again from a mutual fund, because most of their product, they don't tell about what is a XIRR or IRR or something. They are always linked with your emotions and the goals, that please take this policy for the child education or child marriage, or you take for retirement. So that is the way we get connected, and that's the way we do it. So if somebody is telling you take a mutual fund or the stocks, they will be saying, okay, you take because you will get the good returns. So slowly things are coming there, but most of the time we do investment for our emotional side to make sure our family is happy, they're able to achieve their financial goals, they're also happy. So these things we have to make sure that. So one of the learning I want you all to do, whenever you invest any money, don't invest because it's a leftover money of the month or leftover money in the bank. I am doing investment because this amount I'm going to buy a car, this amount I'm doing an SIP or anything to buy the house, this investment I'm doing for my retirement. Try to put in your mind this investment is linked to what financial goal. And if you do that, you will never redeem or withdraw, because you are aware of, if I'm able to do that redemption from this fund, I may not able to achieve this goal. So that is the correlation has to come, because our mind works very well with the correlations. So these are the financial planning, as I already spoke with. So risk management is health cover and the term cover. Contingency is 6 months of your monthly expense. And goal-based is how to link your investment to the goals. So I'll just do one more. Please let me allow.
They say health is wealth. Unfortunately, it is true when you fall ill. A study revealed that medical inflation in India is likely to rise at 10%. So by 10 years, the cost of heart surgery would be 2.5 times more than today. Studies conducted in 2016 reveals that approximately 20 lakh people suffer from heart attack every year. 25% of death occurs in the age group of 25 to 29 years. One person is killed due to heart attack every 33 seconds. And above 4 crore Indians suffer from heart disease in India. If you don't have a sufficient amount to pay medical bills in your savings account, which is a better option? Break your long-term investments or sell your home or gold. Borrow money from relatives or friends. Buy a health insurance policy. Your decision to buy sufficient health insurance cover will protect and secure your loved ones today and tomorrow. To buy the best policy suitable to your needs.
You're able to see my presentation now?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yeah. So as it says that health cover is very, very important. So these are not trying to make you more scary, I always feel, or not to make that we should all do, but I will try to give a tips. If you have any corporate cover, please continue. If you can take your parents in that corporate cover with even additional money, please do take, because you may not get for your parents outside, and even if you get it, there will be a lot of ifs and buts, because existing what you call any disease are not being taken care of. And third thing is, even if you have it, you take a smaller cover for you. When you are in a corporate, you can utilize your corporate medical insurance, and when you are out, you can start using yours, because medical cover is the cover which is linked to your age. When you are out of the corporate, you may not be able to get the good cover. So that is the tips I will try to give from a health cover perspective. And the best part of a health cover perspective is your medical cover and your parents, dependent parents, can be taken as a tax benefit also. So that is the good news for having to take care of the health cover last, I can say, 6 months to 1 year. Lot many health cover has come with the base and the top up, which is very good. You will surprised to know that last few years back, they were supposed to do maximum health cover of 50 lakhs. Now even 1 crore is available, because people have started asking lot many things. And those are very, very, I can say, reasonable, where you take it for 10 lakhs and then you take a top up of 90 lakhs or 40 lakhs kind of it. So that's a very good way. So I was trying to talk about 5 pillars on a new resolution. So first was about goal and contingency, which is called risk management, where I spoke about your health cover and the term cover. So second most, and which is very favorite of mine, is discipline. Most of us, I think so, know what is right for us and not right for us. I can 100% sure that you will know this is, if I do this, I may achieve, may not achieve, and all. But we lack in a discipline and the patience. So yesterday I got a call from a very young investor. She is, I think so, freelancer of videography, and she is 26 years old. And she called me and she told me, Auntie, I have the funds and now market is going down. Do you think that I should redeem all and put it in my FDs? And again, I will put it back when the market is up. So I was very surprised. So I didn't wanted to give the answer immediately, because I thought she has already made a mind. I will talk tomorrow. So because she called me in the night. So what I did it first is I sent one video on how the market works and what is a concept. So I was just trying to tell her, when market is down, it's good to invest actually instead of removing, because that emotions was coming for her that it is like a, let me make it more safe. And of course she's so young, her full time horizon is quite long for her, so she can wait. So that is another thing. Sometimes when we are not a disciplined person, and the noise around us impact quite a lot. So when somebody asks me what is the difference between advisor or you and me, I always says the same thing. The major difference is, when you're managing your money, your emotions are very high. You don't want it to take a logical thing. So maybe sometime it is down. As a fund manager, they will say, okay, I will cut loss and go into the something which they expect to be going up. But I have seen so many customers, when they have an ESOP, they said, okay, I will quit at 160, or we must have given a trigger at $160 and all. And this is, no, I'm internally news. I have known I'll go into the, it will go to 180 or $200. And when it goes to 110 and 30 approximately, then they says, okay, I know it is not doing good. I better cut short losses, because they add the emotion part quite a lot. So discipline is one thing, even it's a sports, it's a financial, it can be personal, it is always a long term. So we should have a good discipline and the patience, because patience always pays. So for me, discipline is like you can think of like how you have a money tree. So if you have a normal tree of any fruits, let us say mango itself, what will happen to that? You have to have the seed, you give the water, you have a sunlight, you give the manure. It takes its own sweet time, maybe around 12 years, and then started giving a fruits for so long. Similarly, for money, we keep giving monthly, even the market is up or down, if it is rainy or sunlight, it grows, and after some time, it start repaying us in interest. So this is the one of the best quote which I love from Warren Buffett is, successful investing takes time, discipline and patience. No matter how great your talent and efforts, something it just take time. So you can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. So this is the best answer I always says when I was in working in Infosys and Wipro, and we used to make a lot of proposals. So we used to have a TNM, time and money material, we call, or a fixed bid. So our boss used to say that don't make it so much that crunch that you put 9 people and then 1 month you can deliver. So that's the same thing happens here also in the investment side. So you can't say that, okay, we are just can do it now over the night kind of for double the money. So I'll just have another small video which is very, very relevant.
Which goes up to as high as 80 to 90 feet in a little over 5 years. When you sow the seed and start watering and nurturing it daily, you don't see it growing for 5 years. It would be frustrating, isn't it? But wait, miracle happens after 5 years. It grows from 0 to 80 feet in less than 90 days. Similarly, growing wealth through SIP also requires a lot of patience. Had you started an SIP of rupees 10,000 in September 2010 in large cap fund, the value of your total investment of 3.6 lakh rupees would have been 3.57 lakh rupees after 3 years. Had you stopped an SIP, this temporary loss would have been permanent loss. But had you continued an SIP at the end of the 4th year, your value of total investment of 4.8 lakh rupees would have been 6.95 lakh rupees. And if your SIP still continues till March 2019, the value of total investment of rupees 10.3 lakhs would have been 17.38 lakh rupees. Remember, correction is temporary, growth is permanent. So continue your SIP for long term to create wealth.
So this is the calculator. I will share it later. And I just try to tell the summary part, and afterwards I'll take more questions. So most of the time, what we make a bigger mistake is we try to get our salaries, we spend money in our EMIs and bills and everything. And whatever is left over, we do the save or invest. Okay. But the actual part is you should get your income or salary, whatever, save first and then try to spend. If you are been doing this, I'm sure your portfolio will grow much, much more bigger, because I have been doing this at least 20 to 25% of my whatever income comes. Always trying to do in percentage, not on a value, because let me give my example. My first salary was 1800 bucks per month, and then you go into the 18 crores, 18 lakhs. Then you can't say that, okay, I'm saving only 1,000 bucks or 2,000 bucks. So most of the time, you should go into the percentage wise saving and make sure that you never just link what is happening to the market. If you are looking so much, market is not going to change. So what is in your hand? Your hand is do the investment regularly for a long term. Make sure you are able to achieve those goals, what you have done it, and rest you leave it. So what I will try to see for all of you, the new year resolution, you should take it. It's never be late. A lot of people comes and say that, okay, now I'm already so old. Why I didn't meet you before? I must have started. I've lost a lot of compounding effect. It's okay. So I always says when you start itself is the best part of it. So try to have thing, but it's never too late. If you have not started till now, please do. That's okay. Reduce and analyze your debt and the loans. So most of the time, I think so. Recently, somebody told my loan has gone to 10.5 to 12%. And I was telling why you have been sitting for so long for 12%. You must have gone and asked them to reduce. You said, no, it was, I didn't check the mails, I didn't check this. When I asked that question, they went and asked to the bank and then they realized it has already been increased. So that's another, I can say, good, bad, ugly part of it. Even though it's a variable, they increase immediately, but when they have to go for decrease, you have to go and ask and pay some money to get decreased. So try to understand like a personal loan, your even the loans which you have taken hand loan or any other loans other than the home loans are very, very high. Try not to have those loans which is giving you the tax benefits, especially if you have a house loan. Utilize those type of questions comes to me very common, that if I'm paying the home loan now, is it better than or making a reduce less debt versus investment? Always try to understand the same question. If you think that the same amount, if I put it in a market for the 5 years, is it I'm going to get the returns higher than my loan rate or not? If you think it is higher, please go ahead and take the arbitrage or the delta part of it. Try to take care of, as I said, very, very important risk level, take the medical and life cover, at least if you have a loans. Invest 20% for whatever you have a take home. Identify the financial goal for long, short, and midterm. For us, long is 7 and 8 years and above. Short is less than 3 years, and mid is 3 to 7 years. The reason I'm saying you this, because the type of funds we give it, it depends on that. The short term is not within 1 or 2 years or something like that. So with this, I try to keep it across. I will use my Excel to talk about how you can utilize the SIP in that part of it. So let me take Excel and then I'll take the question. So can you see my Excel?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
So this is the best part of, you can see the power of compounding, which is called as the eighth wonder of the world. So you can start anyway from 5,000. Sometimes the best feeling I always get it is when young people come to me and start saying that my auntie, I wanted to save. I got the one of my customers' son came to me, I think the day before yesterday, and it was very nice feeling. It says that my internship is getting over in a March. I'm going to join in April, and please let me know how I can save. So I was telling it's nice, but first you finish your degree and then you start working, it'll be nice. So he says, no, I wanted to plan in advance so I can take care. So that's a very beautiful part, because you will surprised to know that when young person is doing, the power of compounding really works. Like sometimes even when I saw after my portfolio after so long, and I have to pinch myself, is it the my portfolio? Because the power of compounding see that your profit is higher than your net investment value also. So this is the smaller point. You can, when we are giving this video to you, I will send the Excel, and I'm sure there are many more Excel or calculators. You have it in a Google or whatever. So you can just say if you wanted to invest 5,000 rupees for a period of 5. So what is the return expected? Normally you can think of return and the risk is related to each other. So if you are on a high risk, try to see in the longer term 12 or 14%. If you are taking a low risk, it's around 6 to 7%. And if it is medium, it's 9 to 10. So that is the long term. So you can just see that the maturity value is going to be 4.5 lakh, where you have actually just paid 3 lakhs. So you're going to get a 1.44 times. So I just wanted to explain you here. There is a formula in Excel, which we call a future value. So I am just taking a rate divided by 12 because you're investing in a monthly basis. Here is how much its duration because it's a number of years into 12 and how much per month you're going to do. So I'll just show you if I make this 5 to 10 years, suddenly you can say 1.4 is become 2.2 per times. Okay. So suddenly you can start playing around and you can see that for the similar things, how it is 9 lakhs is becoming, which is 3.4 times. So it is very, as your time period goes higher, the power of compounding. Where it says yellow, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, or 25 years. And if the investment is giving me 10 years, 10% or 15%, how much I will be able to get it across. So if you see here, if somebody is just investing 10,000 per month for 20 years, you will be getting around 1.5 crores. And 20 years is not a big amount when we are talking about our full lifetime. So that is another thing which I have noticed. Most of us start becoming little serious investor at early 30s or by 35, got married or a kid. And most of the people wanted to retire by 50, 55. So you will see that the mathematics sometimes doesn't go well. Today morning, I got a call from another CXO of IT company and said that Rachna, I'm getting retired in this March. And of course, the good point is most of our age and above, they have invested much more than what is required. So he was able to take a longevity till 90. But at 55 till 85, we are not working and we want our money to come to back to us, which is around 30 years. But we have saved only 20 years. So if you see a normal mathematics also doesn't work, we are trying to save money from 30, 35 till 55, where is our growing age, we have a kids fees, EMI, vacations and other things. And then we want a retirement corpus to take care of us for 35 years because none of us are going to get pension like our parents, where they had the best deferred plan is they have a very low salary, but they have a very high pension. So this is another thing which you can see that if you wanted to have the investment which is inflation linked, how you will be able to take care. This is the reverse part of it where you say, I wanted to have a 1 crore as a dream after 10 years. What percentage I can keep doing? So how much I should invest? So I can say here 14. So if I invest 38,000 for 10 years, I will be getting a 1 crore. So it is the reverse part of it. This is the best part for my, because most of the customer comes and tell me the same thing that I have done plan, but I have not the cost, which we never realize apart from even the inflation part of it. So this Excel also I will send across with the video. So with this, I stop my presentation and I'll be happy to take the question and answers.
Thank you, ma'am. I will be reading out the questions. Also, I would like to request everyone who is having any questions or queries, please type it out in Q&A section on your screen. We will be taking it one by one. The first question is from Mr. Atul. Hello, madam. For my daughter's higher education in UK of rupees 38 lakh, which option I should choose? Liquidate few gold in PPF, educational loan against MF and stock folio.
So, Atul, I personally don't know what is your age, but I always believe that even though people have the money, I always tell that you should take an education loan because it makes the kid more responsible also, that they should finish the degree and then start paying themselves. But there is, of course, there is a one more thing I can say you, if you are taking a loan in your name, you can also avail that same tax benefit. Liquidating a PPF, I will not recommend because you're still getting a 7.1% tax-free thing. loan against mutual fund and the stocks are very high, around 10.5 to 12%. So that's also not a good option. So you should take an education loan, and whatever is the little bit liquidity you have, you can try to do. I'm assuming gold is not a jewelry, it is a investment. You may have it in a coin or ETFs. Anytime, not only for Atul, for everybody, whenever we have making an education plan, try to see that it is not impacting your any other goals. It can be retirement or a second kid's education, or it can be contingency plan, because we have to manage that part also. So I think, so Sanjay, there are a few hands raised. You can ask them to speak otherwise directly. So
Sure. Let me allow them to talk.
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, I'm not having, I lost host access. So can you make me co-host so I can allow them to talk?
Yeah. So I'll just read it. In the term cover insurance, how much sum assured should I take? My annual salary is 19.5. So most of the time, the term insurance is being divided into three parts. It's called by income, by expense, or it says by the goals. So income means, I'm just giving example. If I am earning around, let us say 1 crore, and I will be, my age is going to be 50 next this year. So I'm going to work till 60. So 10 years into means 10 crore. So I am, if something happens to me tomorrow, my family is not going to get an income of 10 crores. So what you do it year wise and do the NPV. NP is a net present value, and you take that much of term cover. Second part is called expense based. If I'm not there, for my salary, the family is utilizing only 1 lakh a month or 2 lakhs a month. So 2 lakhs into 12, and into this again, I take the net present value, and that much I take it. But we, as a financial planning perspective, what we normally take a term cover is more than expense or income. We wanted to make sure that our family, all financial goals are achieved. So we will just see as on today what all is required as a net present value as on today to achieve all the financial goals. And that amount we always take as a term cover. So there is three ways in a planner: expense, income, or a financial goal. But of course, all other people have their, this is age wise, somebody says salary into 10x and all. Those are the some thumb rule people use it, but I always prefer to go as a concept, either income based or expense based or a goal based. I recommend the goal based.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Let me allow some of the participants to talk.
Yeah, Daljit.
Yeah, you can
Good
talk.
evening. You can unmute and ask the question. Daljit, can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, Daljit. Good evening. Tell me.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, actually, I was also just seeing your Excel sheet calculations.
Yeah.
But only just checking the calculation, I think it will not work for us. We will have to just see the right point of investments, and these mutual funds, maybe the mutual fund or any other instrument. How to just check that whether it is okay or good for all of us.
Yeah, so it's a good point, Daljit. Normally, when you are looking for a short term, you will see how the funds has done or not. So it comes under called asset allocation. So what people does it, let me say, like you wanted to do a 10,000 rupees a monthly. I'm just giving an example. So you will say, I will take one large and mid cap. I'll take one balanced fund. I will take one multi-cap fund and one debt funds. Okay. So when you are diversified those and you're taking for a long term, irrespective of I can say the market you have gone into, high market or a low market, averaging will take care of that. But yes, no doubt about it, you or somebody should keep checking 1 or 2 years once, at least I say once in 6 months, that funds are doing good or not. Okay. So normally for first 1 year, because you have an exit load, you have a higher taxation, so you cannot do much on that. And the funds normally will be, when you're choosing itself, you must have taken a parameters to take care that at least 1 or 2 years. But yes, suddenly if you see that fund is going down because that fund manager has quit suddenly, or some there is a problem, you should take care of it very immediately, because fund manager is like a car. So car driver is the person who see in front and drive. I don't think so. None of us drive the car with a rear mirror, correct? But when we choose the fund, we just see the past returns, past ranking and other thing. So that is the one thing I keep telling people, that I have a one more webinar which is on behavior science, that most of the time we just look the past returns. It is like a somebody having a cigarette which says it is injurious to health, but we just try to ignore and we have a fag. So similarly, in the mutual fund, they'll say that this is the disclaimer that last past investment returns are not going to be the same, but we still take that which is the highest ranking or the highest returns.
Right.
So we should not take only in the past. The differentiation is just look more on the portfolio or a fund manager, because his, I can say, view or his thing is going to change. That what he likes, what he thinks it is going to be in a sector wise and all. What is a portfolio or a fund manager's experience and his track record? That is very, very important. I can tell you, if I meet 100 people, only 2 or 3 people look at the fund manager more than anything else.
Actually, madam, they are not just telling all these things, and once I went for the taking the ELS policy, then that person also could not just give me complete XIR or and the IR of that this complete term. In I shall be going it with just for 20 years payment, but he could not give me proper one. And at finally when I got its calculation, it was just only 6.25% annual return.
So what sometimes we must have done these things, Aljit, is not only you, because so many times people just do absolute returns. So we should know the differentiation on XIRR or IRR is the time you invest and till date you will do it, and when you what is the value. So
Right.
XIRR, IRR, TWRR, absolute return, rolling returns are the different measures of it. So you can
Okay.
you should look while doing 26 years SIP. Long term, your SIP, if you don't touch it, you will 100% will get 14 to 15% return if it is in equity.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So I'll just take the another question from Subara. In my case, both me and my wife is working in IT company. I have a debt for a house and car. So
Ma'am,
what is the
actually,
question,
this question
Subara?
is related to the previous question which he asked. It
Okay.
was in the term, related to term insurance. How much sum assured should I take my annual CIBIL is 9.15.
Yeah. So good thing is that you don't have a dependence much in a house. So you can take it whatever is a debt divided by two, both in wife and husband's name.
Yeah, ma'am. Arun
So
Sharma wants to talk. Can I allow?
yeah, please. Good evening, Arun. Can you hear us? Hello. Arun, you are on mute. Can you hear us? Okay, by the time, let
Okay,
me
ma'am.
take the
Yeah, ma'am. We can take the Q&A section.
another question. Is it good to join Dextra industry in Gujarat from Mumbai BTech education? I am really not sure because I am not tracking the industry, but we do have our research team. Sanjay, please speak our research team and find it out and let him know about this. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
How the textile industry is going to do. So I personally don't know. Hi, I am confusion in picking up the medical insurance cover from Aditya Fit Plus and HDFC Argo. I'm planning to have some of this. So what, Subarao, I will ask my team to get back to you on this, but let me tell you what anybody should look at in a medical cover when you're doing it. One is to look what is the premium you're doing. Is it taking care of in case if they have a pre-existing disease, they are taking care or not? Is it you can take a top-up plan? What are the top-up plans? More than that, because last self I was with my mother in the hospital, so these things keeps coming that how much that plan allow you for a per day basis room rent, ICU, and pre and post hospitalization. Because what happened, I may have a 1 crore, but my cover is allowing only 5,000 rupees room, and I can tell you in Bangalore kind of place where I keep teasing everybody that I think so hospital is costlier than any five-star hotel in Bangalore. So their room rents are around 10 or 15,000 rupees. So these are the point you should take nowadays, which is extreme is happening. And nowadays, a lot of people started saying that, do you want an organ transplant or not? That's a question being asked in a lot of medical cover. They ask, is it Ayush is being allowed or not? These are the points you should look at before you take a medical insurance. If everything is the same, take it the best premium quotation because all of them come under IRDA and RTA will take care of it. So I'll take another question which says the ideal allocation of gold, equity, and debt. So the first level is we do debt and equity ratio. So 100 minus your age, which says around 64, you should be in equity. And then for gold also come under debt. So debt you should always try to take because most of the time when I ask for a debt, they don't take care of the PF, PPF, and NPS kind of it. So PF, PPF itself is a debt. So that's itself give you the very good sum of things because previously it was a 12%. Now anyway, a lot of people started having a 1800 minimum. So that also you should take care when you're making an overall portfolio. Even the real estate comes under debt. Insurance, traditional insurance come under debt. So we have to make sure first level is to try to see what is the debt and equity. Then you say debt equity balance. Then you should look at how much you can do on an overall level model portfolio. Gold 5 to 7% is a good to have it for a hedging. So next question, I'll have it from again Subarao. My term cover premium for 3 crore is costing 85,000, beating inflation. See, the one thing I can tell you in term cover that whatever you have a premium, it doesn't change till last, okay? It is a costing 85,000 per annum, beating inflation, including financial gold, debt, money. How much can I take the term cover? My age is 29. I'm very surprised you have age 29, 8.5 lakhs or 85,000. I think so 10 is extra here. But we can just find it out and give you the different quotations. For age of 29 and 3 crore cannot be so high.
You mentioned it's 85,000.
Yeah. So when you're young, I always try to say people that first you try to take 1 CR and then you move it to 2 or 3 because that 1 CR will be able to tell you that if you have any medical issues or not, or otherwise it's easier. The reason I'm saying you because reinsurer works very, very costly above 1 CR. Anyway, when you're taking a 2 CR, you have to write it what all insurance they have, or if you don't tell also, they will be able to tell. So it's always good. Please declare whatever existing problems you have it in a medical cover, even in the term cover, whatever existing covers you have. Because if you don't do it, the claims gives a lot of problems. So I have faced this one of my customer and very good friend. This father died from COVID. And when the claims person comes, he has not declared his one of the existing thing. And he has taken a term cover which doesn't require a medical cover. or a medical to be done for that sum assured, and they denied to give the cover. So the claim got rejected. So sometimes we say, okay, the premium may go high, so I will not need to know how they will know. But it is, see, we may hide, but doctor will know very clearly that when the claims and other things comes, that it was, this problem was 2 years before, 3 years before, or 5 years before, and when you have taken a health cover and other things. Madam, ULIP investment should be part of debt. ULIP investments are a part of equity because it is invested in a stock market. With this, I conclude, and I think so. Please allow Priyanka and Subbarao, they are raising the hand. Yeah, Subbarao, tell me how I can help you.
Yeah, good evening. So actually, recently I came a topic regarding the prepayment. So if actually in April month I will be getting the bonus and I will be getting the salary hike. So I will be having two options. So I can do a prepayment of my house loan or car loan. So second option is if I invest the same amount 5,000, which I'm investing, which I'm doing it for a prepayment of a particular loan. If I invest the same 5,000 in SIP, so if I do it for 20 years or 10 years, so compared to the prepayment of a loan, how much amount I'm saving in the prepayment of a loan for 10 years, more than that, I will be getting some around 2 crores or 3 crores ahead by investing the same 5,000 per month in SIP for 10 years. Is it true, madam? Is the analysis true?
I am not got exactly. If you can write a mail, I will be able to do the Excel, compare and give it to you. But I can tell you, if it is a car loan, you can pay the prepayment because car loan interest is high, and if you are not in a business, as you have written that you are in salary, you may not be claiming a tax benefit. Okay. So don't pay fully, because sometimes you have to see the car loan or the personal loan. If you close everything, prepayment charges also come. Okay. So if you're getting some bonus or something, you can repay your car loan, not a home loan, because home loan is giving you the tax benefits also. Okay. But on an overall level, that question comes to me, if I have a investment surplus, should I reduce a home loan? I normally says no when you are expecting a market to go up. So I'm giving example, your home loan is around 7.5, and you and your wife both are claiming the tax benefit, or even if you're claiming a tax benefit of 2 lakhs, so you are going to be around 0.5 or 0.75% lesser home loan. So it will become 6.5. So if you're putting the same money in the market, even balance hybrid funds or even equity, you will be getting around 10%. So your delta means your returns from a market and interest from this is around 3 to 4% higher. So it is better to take that part of it. That's what I was trying to say. But car loan, because you're not getting a tax benefit also, so you repay a little bit whatever your bonus comes. Can I get a Priyanka, Sanjay, and we'll wind up?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, Priyanka. Yeah, good evening. Sorry for delay.
Good evening. I would like to know whether a person should go ahead in Gujarat, especially when the Hind Mata market type areas in Mumbai have gone fluctuating down. At the same time, we can see that Gujarat market is also not doing very well apart from the diamond part of it. So should people actually go there or not? Especially in manufacturing things like the pumps and all which are there of aerosols. The similar way, there are some gloves in the medical textiles. So should we go there or not in the Gujarat part at all? Or should we stay in Mumbai, stick to Mumbai? Yeah, thank you so much.
Priyanka, actually, I personally don't know on that part of it how Gujarat and the sector of those things are doing well. If you can write it, I will ask my research team on the sector wise or a Gujarat versus Mumbai. I'm not the right person to answer this. I'm sorry, but I'll make sure that somebody from our team, if they know, they'll be able to answer this. Their research team will be able to do that.
Should I email on the same mail which I got?
Yes, you can say. or otherwise Sanjay will write it in this one, what you call things, even my ID or the customer care. Please write it. I'll make sure, Sanjay, please reply on that after finding from research team.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you're not getting within a 1 week, please let me know. I'll make sure that you get answers.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful time. Thanks a lot.